Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. If you're an XRP holder, then you'll want to listen up because John Deaton, the attorney who has filed a complaint against the SEC in a class action suit for those XRP holders, he has something important to pass on to everyone. And that is, at this point in his process, he needs to simply demonstrate that he has the ability to ascertain the potential members of the class. And so in doing so, he has to kind of prove to the courts that he actually does have that ability. And so he's asking anyone who has owned XRP previously owned XRP on December 22nd, 2020, and who owns it currently are all those who could participate in this, whether you reside in the United States or you reside outside the United States. So that doesn't matter. But what does matter if you want to be part of his claim is that you'll want to contact him through the email and also the direct message on Twitter, if you are on Twitter. And he actually cites that he prefers to have both of those, to have two different ones to make sure that you are doing it. And I think he has given his phone number here, which is the 401-351-6400, or the toll-free 877-351-9818. And then you can see the all-deaton@deatonlawfirm.com. That is the email. What he needs is your name. Yeah, that's, I think, all he needs, according to what I read through on this. So that is good news for those people who wish to be represented in the case that he is trying to bring forward. And also, something very important also from John, he has a brand new website. It's called crypto-law.us. And he is going to use this as a means of communication, because I think it's hard to communicate on Twitter when it's like, okay, this is tweet 1 of 7, and 2 of 7, 3 of 7, 4 of 7. You only have so many characters. And so this is going to be, I think, a better place for him to communicate. So he's set up a website here, and it has the home, about us, blog, document library, news, and contact us. So again, crypto-law.us. And it looks like there are a couple of articles already. Wow, good job. Okay, let's get to the reason why I am really doing this at this time, which is a little unusual. It's quite early for me to do it, but there is some news coming out of FX Coin. This is an exchange that started, they registered in September 2017. Their headquarters are in the Izumi Garden Tower, which should sound very familiar because that is the same tower that SBI Holdings is in. And why? Well, because SBI made a probably very large amount of capital investment. We know there was an investment made, but it's undisclosed as to that amount. I imagine it's very high. So this is, wow, the guy that really knows how to move money. He is the president and CEO of FX Coin. He is a PhD in economics. He's on the faculty of Keio University. That is like, probably number 2. I mean, it's like saying, what's better, Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Princeton? It's in that league. Okay, so Keio is in Tokyo. It's the first private university, in Japan. Started at the turn of the century. Anyway, it has a tremendous amount of reputation because of the standards and the quality of people, and you get my drift. So being part of the faculty is a big deal. He's also a former JP Morgan guy. He was with Tokyo Bank in Germany. He was with Deutsche Banking Group. He was the deputy chairman of the Tokyo Foreign Exchange. He was also given the #1 technical analysis in ranking by J Money in 2017. He's the author of The Royal Road of Forex Trading. It's a theoretical trading book. This guy knows money. I'm telling you, he knows money, and he's absolutely convinced that XRP can be used as a utility for moving money. Not only, you're going to find out, not only across borders, but also domestically, and also in the swap market, which is part of that those trillions of dollars a day that trade in FX, and about half of that, a little more than half of that, ends up trading in what are known as swaps. And so he sees how XRP can facilitate those swaps. And here you have the COO. This is Mr. Yoshiaki Hori. And Hori-san has a master's from Chuo. He's also worked as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He has also worked at Mitsui Trust Bank, Standard Chartered, the Royal Bank of Scotland, UBS Bank, and then the UBS Securities. I mean, the people that are in this FX coin, they know how to move money. And the rest of the team, deep in banks and FX, all the way stretching from Hong Kong to Chase Manhattan in the US, to Shanghai, to Mitsubishi. I mean, it's just ridiculous, really. It's just ridiculous. And then there is, just so you know, there's Matsuda-san. He is the senior strategist, and he runs a YouTube channel. I haven't seen him do an upload for about 30 days, which is really a shame. Maybe he couldn't get the traction that he thought he needed to justify it, because as you can see, the views were pretty low. They were not getting 1,000 people. I'm not sure why. It just seems like such a shame, but he is still writing articles for the weekly Ripple report. It is for members only, but he does stay active in there. Now, what we want to talk about is an updated use case for the digital asset XRP. So to recap, we knew that in November, FX Coin announced that they did this demonstration. It was a test of using XRP to settle trade settlements with the group companies of the Sumitomo Corporation Group. And this was part of their metals division. And it was the first attempt on a trial basis to hedge the price on invoices. This was expected, they said, to lead into the expansion globally. And that would be for other companies. And yes, SBI was also participating. So in the announcement, it was said that they are also very confident that the demonstration experiment conducted, as I can show you here, this time would not only show the usefulness and future potential of future transactions using cryptocurrency assets for the first time in Japan, but will also lead to the establishment of the swap market for cryptocurrency assets listed by the company. You guys, this is bigger than big. I know we talk about big corridors. You know, the biggest one between the United States and Mexico. Yeah, it's big. And the corridor in the Philippines, it's huge. And the corridor coming out of the UAE, yeah, it's huge. And the Eurozone, and we've got Australia. But when we're talking about the companies that are going to use this for their swap market FX payments on a B2B basis, oh my gosh, I mean, really. And then by expanding this swap market, we will contribute to the expansion of transactions with crypto assets as quoted prices. So this was big. This was November, and I think everyone was excited, and I truly was excited. And now we have, as of just a couple of days ago, They conducted this again in a different format by going overseas, and they're sending to Singapore. And so it was confirmed that this is a cross-border transaction this time. The Sumitomo Group will trial in the future as well to hedge the price movements and will make the purchase of XRP from FX Coin. And the ability to perform future transactions using crypto assets and commercial transactions with overseas business companies will help reduce cost, improve payment speed, and diversity payment methods in the activities of business companies that will expand globally in the future. It is expected to be connected, which means this is the start of something just really huge. So November was a test. It worked. Now they're moving forward. And the previous demonstration, you can see here, they were able to show the usefulness and future potential. And it shows here that it can be used for transactions related to the settlement between domestic companies and overseas counterparties. We are very confident that it has even greater potential to expand the crypto asset swap market. Okay, so you've seen here that this is not only for overseas cross-border transactions, but it's also between domestic companies too. So I want to say, please take note, Francis Coppola. Yeah, this was an article that if you were around in March 2019, you will have not forgotten this. This is when she said there are no such things as dormant funds in banking, and she said that, you know, this use case for XRP was just ridiculous, and she went on and on and on, and I became very, very vocal against what she was writing. And she went as far as trying to really make me look bad by writing an article about me on her blog. And I spent a lot of time trying to find that article just to show you what she said, because she's turning out to be so wrong. And the blog article has been removed. So, but I don't forget. And I'm going to tell you, Ms. Coppola, your credibility is zero. All right, tomorrow we have Mr. Gensler, who's going to go through his hearing and going to be asked a lot of questions. I don't think we're going to get an answer tomorrow in terms of if he is, I mean, I think these nomination, the hearing, the nomination process, as far as what took place last time, it is a process. It just doesn't happen like that. So I don't think we're going to see him officially in his position tomorrow, but very interested in hearing him answer the questions. He's given a 2-page statement already, and he's, yeah, I like what he said, but he also is definitely one that wants to, I think, control the rails or control the width of the road, if you will, with crypto assets. So I'm going to give you a little fluff, which is totally different. I always had said that when there was a confirmation that the use of XRP was coming into play from Japan, that I was going to do a pink sparkle toast, and I want to do that toast live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video, and then I'm going to get on a live stream and actually toast on that stream. So anyway, congratulations to everybody for hanging in there with XRP and for having the faith that this is a digital asset that is way beyond just a speculative instrument, that it actually has utility and it actually has a use case. And I'm feeling pretty happy right now. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. We'll see you on the live stream. Bye-bye.